22 days and 17 hours out right now. My third last day of shooting for this TV series, and the diet is definitely kicked in. I mean, like, we're almost at 3 weeks out, and I mean, like, people ask me all the time, like, you know, how am I feeling, and you know, how's the diet? Are you hungry? When I was talking to a friend yesterday that's competing in North America, she's like, man, I'm so hungry. And I'm like, I'm not that hungry at all, to be honest. And the reason why I'm not is, and this is one of those things that you need to understand, that if you decide that you're ever going to compete, it is highly beneficial that you stay in relatively good shape in terms of like body fat percentage, or conditioning in the off season. The more weight you have in the off season, and the more weight you have to come off in the off season, the more the hungrier you're going to be on season. So for me, my body fat percentage, you know, my conditioning has been very good for a while, for, you know, a good couple years. It always has been pretty good, and it just got even better, you know, in the last, I would say, 3 years. So when I'm, you know, dieting, number one, my calories, I haven't cut them right off. You know, so they're still at a good amount. My intake's still in a good deficit, but not in a deficit that has me starving. But I'm in a deficit that allows me to still be able to push as much as I can on, you know, cardio and training. If you decrease your calories so much, number one, your overall non-exercise activity thermogenesis drops. It gets down regulated, if that makes any sense. And then your hunger cues are off. So you're getting a lot more hunger cues of like, I need to eat, I want sugar, I want, you know. So the trick is to find that sweet spot for you to be able to be in a deficit, burn fat at a good rate on a week-to-week basis, still be able to put out good output in terms of, like, you know, wattage or intensity of cardio and training. And then when it's time to drop the hammer or, you know, push a little harder, there's not much you have to do, because the biggest issue is people they'll diet really hard to lose a lot of fat. They find out that they have way more fat to come off than they have, and then they want to push really hard close to show, and it's like, well, you're not going to be able to push as hard as you can. You can have all the willpower in the world to do all the cardio you can, but your output is not going to be as great because you don't have enough energy to. So, you know, how I coach myself and how I coach my athletes is basically that. I try to, you know, I keep an eye on their energy levels by, you know, asking questions on a week-to-week basis, letting them do like a self-evaluation. You know, how's their sleep, how's their weight, how's their hunger, you know, wait on a few days, sleep, hunger, digestion, recovery, you know, questions like that give the athlete some awareness as to what has been contributing to their successes or their failures that week, whatever. So that's where I'm at, and coming into these next weeks, and I'm like, things have worked out pretty well, to be honest. Like, when they moved the schedule for shooting back, I got a chunk of my shooting time done and over with. Today will be my last, you know, big day. And then I have 2 other days that I'll be filming within the next couple weeks, and that's it. So I get to really just focus on, you know, really just dialing myself in, continuing to push out content at the highest value that I can, and make sure I give them, you know, make the greatest impact I possibly can. And then, you know, by the time you look at it, I'll be in Romania, stepping on stage, competing at the Masters Olympia, and then doing my routine for the last time, and I cannot wait. So anyway, I'm heading over to a class right now. I'm going to train Carolyn, I'm going to train myself. I'm going to be doing legs today. Like I said, I got a sweet spot for legs. I got the exercises that don't give me any pain, that I can really just go all out, and that's it. So buckle up, Buckle up and watch me train. So I do hamstring curls. I'm doing them plantar flex. When you're doing plantar flex, you're incorporating a lot more. Lengthening hamstring, calf gets involved, a lot more activation. Plus, when I'm doing like a side chest or side tricep, I'm in that plantar flex position, and then it makes your hamstring look better when it drops more anyway. So I always like switching it up to doing plantar flex, and then I'll do like a mechanical drop down by going dorsal flex, which makes it a lot easier. And now we have bell squat, because bell squat and the hack squat have been great on my knees and hips. So we'll just take this slow rep, right as high, so as long as I possibly can. Minimum 10 reps. Slow, strict, eccentric, bottom out, and then come up. I like the feeling it. I'm tired. So only 22 days left. Least favorite burn. Quad burn. Alright guys, so I'm back from training. I have to get on, my call time's at 12 o'clock and I gotta bang out a couple talking videos. So I'm back home from training. I'm actually really tired. I'm not like crazy hungry at all, but I'm gonna make my version of pancakes. It's fun actually. Super simple. It's like the same ingredients that I use for French toast. So basically, here's the bread I use. It's 150 calories per 2 slices. So basically what I'm gonna do, super simple, is I'm gonna take a couple slices and I'm gonna take the same amount of slices that I would use for my French toast, so everything stays consistent in terms of like calories. So 4 slices of bread is gonna be 300 calories. So I mix it all in like this, and that's all in. And then we'll grab egg whites, and we'll throw 200 grams of egg whites on here. We got cinnamon, I'm gonna dump it on. And then I do like, look man, I like sweetening my stuff up, so don't judge. A little bit of sweetener, and then we're gonna put the egg whites in. Now, egg whites are in. Now from there, I'm gonna use a little bit of xanthan gum just to kind of make it a little more thicker. But like you need like this smallest amount. This stuff will make everything look, if you put too much in, it'll ruin it. It'll make it gelatin. So like literally like this is how much I'm putting in. Like a teaspoon. Then we go like this, bring it on over to the blender. And then make sure you grab a spatula. Basically all I'm doing is I'm scraping off the sides of pushing the rest of the batter in. Okay, so this is basically what your batter looks like. It's like this, right? And then we can just dump on our pancake. One right here, put that one over here. And put the other one over here. And you can make them small, make them large, however it makes you feel. I like making a bunch of them because it makes me feel like I'm eating more. Even though I'm eating the exact same amount I would be eating if this was just like a pancake. It makes me feel like I'm eating more when I make, you know, 4 of these things instead of making 2 big ones. While we're waiting for that, we've got the test, status, omega, blue, creatine, and then our greens. And this is an every morning thing. Omega blue, 2 of these, 3 of these, status. Then we got a creatine. And then roughage, our greens that are delicious. This is pineapple. So give these a flip. So again guys, so basically serving is basically 3 pills of status. 4 pills, which is basically like 5 grams of creatine. And then we have 2 fish oil. 2, 3, 4. It's the easiest one way to remember for me. And I took the blade this morning already, so I'm not taking any more until like this afternoon. And then I will mix this. Just a scoop, throw some ice in it. And I always put a little shot of my Zaz in there as well, because I like the taste. These things should be almost finito. So when you put the a little bit of the xanthan gum in, it makes it thick. Volumize. All right, now these are done. So this is what we have. 4 delicious pancakes made out of bread and egg whites. Some cinnamon, a little bit of sweetener, and then we're gonna put on some calorie-free syrup. Let me go grab the calorie-free syrup. Where's the calorie-free syrup? Best thing about this is it's 0 calories. Worst thing about this thing is it's $3.99 and it don't last. But yoink. There you go. Here's my drink, my vitamins. Crush these down. And that's it, man. So yeah, my workout was good. Like I said, I'm a minimalist. Lying hamstring curls, belt squat, leg extensions, and walking lunges. And we're just like getting the reps nice and high. I'm not doing anything extreme. Remember, closer to the stage you get, the more vulnerable you are to being injured. So you have to be able to scale things back. So for me, it's like finding that good weight to bring myself to exhaustion. The off season will be different. Only difference is the off season will be a little heavier load. But again, I still like that good balance. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Just some quick videos to see. I'm gonna be putting up videos every single day up until the stage, so you'll be able to see how things are going and improving as we get closer and closer to the Master Olympia. My last dance, my final time on stage, and my last routine. And then we start that next chapter of my life. So thanks for following. Till next time, guys, you know how it is. Iron Sharpens Iron, progressive overload life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing.